shield goes up, ult goes up as well. Your engage doesn't land, and actually you have to throw a charm into the shield instead of onto the target you're going towards. Nongshim, I think they have the right swap. It is not the Viper swap as some have coined it. Taeyeon and Team W did it first. Dive onto clear potentially. Does he have Counter-Strike back up? Yes, he does. Doing a little bit of damage, doing some poke, but not going for the full damage just yet. Take a little bit of HP off. Has the door and shield running. Brawn passive lands. Charge him out of tower range. Has a Counter-Strike. I don't think it'll matter though. It does. All right. Call me a liar. On the other side, though, not even a kill to Kingen. The dive goes wrong. Yunara goes down. Diablo, what the heck are you doing there, my son? Kills in both of the dives to the top laners. Clear will teleport down back towards that bot lane, pick up the rest. Vikla doing quite well. Now, Vikla was always a pretty good Ahri player back in the 2022-23 meta. Jumping forwards, getting some damage onto Jiwoo. Caitlyn almost there to proc the passive. Nets backwards to get into range. Good damage onto Click, and they get a second kill onto the Jax in this early game. Gideon's down. Would assume he'd get the kill onto him. Counter-Strike not going to be up for quite some time. Kill to the Caitlyn. Second for Jiwoo. Struggled a bit in the Ezreal game. Went down 5k going into the late game. Diablo zoning Kingen off this top wave. Probably a bit put out by the fact that he died in that dive. Diablo has had an awesome year. Awesome year. He struggled a little bit in this series. Say that. Might just be able to return the favor for that kill earlier, and does so. Good to get one on the board. Failed to do so for the dive. And importantly so, this is a kill against the Scion without teleport as the wave is stacked. So Kingen loses an awful lot for this. Nongshim were in a great lead before this point, but losing that amount of farm for your Scion in what feels like an unforced error is not a great feeling. Gideon invading for the respawn of Gromp. Wait, has he got 2 for 2 in terms of Gromps early game? I think he has. Damn. He frogging out here. Clear. Wall stun potential. Brawn passive after. Clear, does he have a leap strike? Not that much damage left. Gideon. Doesn't need that much more damage to kill him. Clear will have to recall again. Difficult. Oops. And on the other side, Clear got a 1-for-1 in that side of the map as well. Charm into mid lane, not bad.
We'll note again that Jiwoo starting 2-0. Did start that same way though with the Ezreal last time. Good shove into the wall with a flash on into the decimating smash. Raptor is unfortunately steadfastly presenced. And Clear tries to get in with the I was going to say Crescent Guard, that's the wrong thing. Leap Strike and Counter Strike. There we go. Diablo now hit with a Winter's Bite, and we say this could be a bit of a difficult spot. Throws the Arc of Ruin in entirely the wrong direction. Oh, just shy on getting the passive off the Q, but that's fine. Flash on forward for Dew into the kill combo. Diablo needs to try and slide away with the untouchable Shadow, but it is very touchable by a Winter's Bite, and it's put on ice.
Diablo, second death of the game, struggling to... Well, he died in that dive in a bit of an unforced error. It was a great play from Kingen to kind of make sure that aggro was put into a different way. Vikla coming down now. Has the ultimate and the flash U. I think he's overstayed a little.
Stayed for the plate and will die for it.
Will go down. Vikla waiting a little while. We'll get his Dark Seal stacked up there. 2 for him. Overstay from Jiwoo.
And does it cost much in mid lane? Not really. We'll see the wave crash in the turret.
The Taeyeon swap, but I don't necessarily think it helped too much.
No.
Dragon taken by BFX. Nongshim looking for a fight maybe.
Calyx coming on over. Gideon also looking for an angle. Jiwoo now looking to get some orders. Good charm will deny the Caitlyn DPS for a second. Flash over the wall into the heroic charge. Combo comes on through and Diablo cannot manage to dash away because he's trapped within the steadfast presence. It's Cassiopeia who screams with a petrifying gaze to get a hold of the kill. Charm again onto Lehens. Vikla though eating a lot of damage from Calyx. He's throwing a lot of twin fangs. Raptor has the Vault Breaker over the wall in danger of the noxious blast coming on forwards as well.
Awesome kill combo coming through there. Knew they had just enough damage to take down Diablo yet again. This Yunara has been painful.
Yunara fighting to the death in some Flash game.
Swords and sandals, Sam, not socks and sandals.
Which, yeah, that's fair.
Okay, clear. They have not decided they've not finished bullying this Jax just yet. They really want to make sure he doesn't get any farm.
He loses about 20% of his HP, but in comes the Winter's Bite. The concussive blows begin to stack. Out comes the door. Diablo now stepping on forwards, could potentially cultivate the spirit. Out comes the heroes. The Keeper's Verdict. Clear. Nearly gets the Brawn passive thrown down. They do actually kill the Brawn. He's alive. Gideon has to flash on out. Vi with a follow-up now with the cease and desist. Jiwoo still not here. It's a 4v2. Over comes the Scion with the ult on in. in. Clear goes down. Gideon survives, and they've just gone too far. Raptor has to get over the wall with a Vault Breaker. Flash on out of the Arc of Ruin. His duo is trading well, looking to get down some traps. Not hit up quite yet. The current Spirit Cultivation comes on down. Flash over, can't land. The Charm, though, tried to get over the back of Kingen. A glide on forward for Diablo, who manages to get a Flash Arc of Ruin on in, and they do finally get the team fight win.
Whoa, he did hit the Charm into the Scion, who flashed to block it. Justice for my boy King. Actually land, yeah, I mean, Vikla now gets 2-0-1. He's very happy with the Dark Seal stacks he has, and that brings a lot of the gold advantage back into parity for BFX. They're feeling a lot better than they were.
And Nongshim just kind of stuck around too long. Jiwoo thought about getting the fight and then left the fight to go to get turret place and came back into the fight, and the Cassiopeia wasn't there, and BFX was just much more on the same page about, yeah, we're fighting this.
Damage from Diablo got the Q stacked up. Yunara with a Lulu behind them is a very different champion. Here we go.
Oh, Arc of Ruin comes on down, and that is a very dead Caitlyn, who's gone from 2-0 to 3-3 into in very short order.
We're just saying the Yunara with the Lulu behind them is such a different champion. Jiwoo goes too far up, and Jiwoo has been struggling in this series. His first game was pretty good, but the second game on the Ezreal and now this one on the Caitlyn. Been caught out a little bit now. And while Diablo had a bit of a rough early game himself, starting to take off, and this comp really does work well with the Yunara in a good lead.
Well, part of the problem, though, is they did just lose 2 turrets. Bringing so many members mid has cost them quite a lot on the side lanes.
Nongshim end up getting themselves a little bit more of that gold lead. They just lost around that top lane. Scion is a problem. Is it going to be enough of a problem for BFX to care? They have a lot of people that can somewhat ignore the Scion. Kinger's positioning always avoidable. Like, Vi doesn't care about the
There's not a lot you get to do about
the Yunara
that,
W doesn't get blocked either because it's a laser, like the Zeri W and stuff like that. That's what happened there. Turret goes down in a turret. So Anacon's going to lose. Anacon's going to die. BFX will look for the inner turret, get some more gold onto the Jax.
Yeah, they will at least get that inner turret, which is something, but I still fear that's probably not a worthy trade in the grand scheme of things. Diablo's going to try and get the mid lane tier 1. Needs to start backing away. Raptor over the wall. They're going to try and charge into Kellen. Do you get that chunk on in? In comes the redemption, which will bring some more low health bars. Wild Growth himself, King, and now in a dangerous position. The Spirit of Cultivation unleashing. Damage is looking pretty good. Raptor goes in with a Vault Breaker, backing away, and there's just no damage there from Nongshim right now.
Yeah, Nongshim end up surviving, though. Kingen takes a long time to kill. There's no pen on Diablo just yet, and this is a very fed Scion. Yes, Clay gets a lot of gold back from that tier 2 taken in that bot lane. BFX wanting that immediate gold win. It would go unfathomably hard.
That would be... I am very down for this experience.
Yeah. Diablo walking forwards again. Fearless he is. 1,000 gold up. Has the Lulu behind him. Here goes Raptor.
In comes the Arc of Ruin. The door does block a fair amount of it. Flash over from Vikla, who doesn't land the charm onto Jiwoo. Still can try to trade, but the problem is Diablo is out DPSing. Finds a wonderful angle with the Yunara, who continues to go over the wall there with the Untouchable step. And of course, that amazing old Arc of Ruin. Lehen's now just out of range of that charm, but is running the wrong direction. Calyx has no mana and wasn't at the fight again. He's just going to get run down here. Will probably survive, but it's looking messy for Nongshim in the mid game.
There's a flash still for Calyx. Picks up a little move speed from the little cinder thing on the floor as well.
Yeah.
Vikla will finally finish off Lehen's, and Kingen didn't teleport to the play. Great pick off by BFX with their skirmish heavy comp.
Again, it does just feel like Nongshim have been members down at numerous of these fights now in a row. It's been really problematic. No Calyx, no Kingen. Way or another. Vikla, of course, no flash, no ultimate. It's about to get TP'd on here. Out comes the Scion. Vikla just said, yeah, I'm likely dead, but I'll take the turret with me on the way out. Has no flash. Got a blast cone in the Dream. Themselves a little bit of speed up here from the Cinders. Kingen does have the ult to potentially look at getting the stun there onto Vikla, who does get knocked up, and it's a kill over towards Jiwoo, donated over.
So, a little bit more gold in towards the Caitlyn, who is behind. You can see that Diablo, with the Lulu buffing up, is a real problem for Nongshim. Yunara on her own can struggle to carry some games. With the Lulu, definitely changes. Raptor goes in again.
Could definitely look to get some more value. Diablo still has that ability to transcend themselves. Big damage from the Hurricane. And the Cultivation of Spirit is strong, but stands on a trap. The Cupcake breaks all of that discipline. And now the ace in the hole comes on down. It's only on to Kellen, not the most valuable target, but where does this Lulu run? Will throw out some glitter lances, but unfortunately Calyx will nab up the Yordle.
BFX overchase mana as well. Yeah, this should be a dead Baron on spawn.
Vi's around, does have cease and desist, will be hard to keep out. Winter's Bite onto the Vi, looking for potential angle. Down to half HP. Traps coming to block off easy entrances. This is a hard Baron pit to get into. Charm lands, Baron down. All the while, though, Vikla needs to start backing away, has thrown down that Spirit Rush. Raptor goes over with a Vault Breaker, but the Crescent Guard comes on in clear, looking for the angle. He's going to get the flank on him. They've blown up the Vi. Good Petrifying Gaze by some time. Vikla stuck at half HP. The Charm and all the damage coming down the club as Diablo goes on in. Wild Growth keeps clear alive. Diablo comes through the free fire. Hurricane value. He just unleashes. The Spirit of Cultivation is strong in this one. And the martial artist continues to out prayer bead after prayer bead, and this rosary is saying, death unto my enemies. By clear looking dead to rights, but then the Wild Growth, then Diablo burns.
Engaged just yet. Again, gold lead, somewhat decorative. Stuff like the Infernal Soul.
For right now, but Raptor's behind them, Clear's behind them, Kingin might be looking for a collapse here as well. It's all getting very messy. BFX split up, looking for an angle. Out comes the Miasma. Calyx flashes on forwards. Brilliant with Diablo! Again with the Hurricane flying. The Spirit of Cultivation unleashes. They've blown up to G will be headshotting no one anymore because they are in the dirt. Diablo returns, having served his sentence, and there is no more to stop this Junara unleashing once more.
Even with the earlier kill onto Vikla, Nongshim can't roll that into a better setup for the Elder. They are the ones which get caught in the corral, and BFX close the noose. BFX will win our second series of Asia Invitational 2-1. It took 3 Elders in Game 2. In Game 3, it didn't take a single one. BFX will take the series.
It is madness out here. Blood is left wherever you can look, and I hope you're all entertained back home. The popcorn is empty, and our hearts are full of this absolute chaos.
I hope you're...